Hello everyone, Daniel Kerr here. So in one of the Ableton groups on Facebook, Kurt P says, does anyone know of a cool trick to randomize audio effects in Ableton, tricks that are not just hitting the randomize button? Well, I believe that I have what you're looking for. So in Ableton I have a break here that I made. And we're just going to grab some effects. Let's go to audio effects. Let's grab some beat repeat and throw it on there. Okay, and let's group that and let's turn it off for a moment, and let's add some grain delay in there as well in the same rack. Okay, let's turn that one off. Let's grab some drive. Let's grab erosion. It's a good one. Let's turn that one off as well. Let's grab some auto filter. Turn it off, and let's grab some flanger. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn all these back on, and if I play this at once, I'm not even going to do that because it's just going to blow my ears out. We're getting 5 different instances all going through effects. Let's go to the chain. I'm going to grab all these. Now, of course, you can do all this with your VSTs as well. I'm going to drag these guys out, right-click, distribute ranges equally. That way we're choosing each one. So with the beat repeat right now, let's grab... let's turn on no triplet. Let's grab the grid and map that to macro 1. We're just going to grab a few things that you think are really, really nice. We're going to grab those and map those to some macros, okay? All right, so let's go to the next one, grain delay. Let's map frequency to macro 5. Let's do the dry wet to macro 6, and let's also do feedback to macro 6 as well. Random pitch to macro 7. Let's go to the next one here, which is erosion, okay? And let's obviously do the amount to macro 8 and the frequency to macro 9. The next one, auto filter. Let's do the amount of the LFO to macro 10. Let's do the frequency of the filter to macro 11. I'm going to leave the resonance down because I don't really care for it that much. Let's change this to sync, and let's set the rate to macro 12. And then on the very last one, phaser, let's send the rate to macro 13, the amount to 14, feedback to 15, and let's just do the spread actually to macro 16. Now, if we listen to these, okay, now the first thing we want to do is we want to hide this chain, and we want to, in the same rack, let's go to our Max for Live audio effects, and let's grab the device randomizer and drop that piece in there. Device randomizer, let's map that. Okay, we're going to drop that. We're going to send this device randomizer to the macros that we just set things to. And if we go to the settings inside here, we can change it from frequency, which is where it's at, to sync to the BPMs, and we'll sync it so that every 1 bar it changes the value, and we'll turn smoothing off. Let's listen again. Okay, now inside the chain, however, we're going to take an LFO tool and we're going to drop this piece down here, and we're going to do the same thing with the settings. I'm going to send it to sync and make it so that every 1 bar or every half bar even will map it to select the chain. Now listen. Actually, let's change the waveform to random or sample and hold. Okay, not only did we randomize the settings of multiple devices, we also randomized the choice of which device the sample is going through at any given time. In fact, if I go back down to my breaks here and I grab a bunch of these guys, you can even further randomize by grabbing all these clips, Shift Tab, and going to follow action, turning this thing on. Let's unlink it so that it goes to, 1 bar. And every bar, let's make it go to any, okay? And let's listen. Not only is it randomizing the effects, but it's randomizing the breaks. Now we can add a audio channel that grabs clips. We can even make it just grab from the first. Let's put a from the first channel. Let's put a limiter on there so that it doesn't clip ever. And my CPU is already going crazy. Now I've got 5 clips here, and if I can drag these down and play these. Let's grab these guys and let's change them all to complex and pitch them up 4. Let's grab these guys and turn the follow action on and set those to go to other. Let's make some new clips. Okay, now let's do something different. Let's add a MIDI channel and grab plugin. Let's grab Vital. Okay, just grab it. Let's grab this entire rack from here and let's put it on this synth. Oh! And there goes the CPU. Bam! Let's put it on something different. Ice Bell. If we take this, actually, and we take this clip, put it in the arrangement view, and stretch it out 64 bars, we can freeze it. And it'll basically render out that entire thing with all of these changes taking place in the audio effect rack with the device randomization stuff from Max for Live. Okay, with this frozen, we can just flatten, boom. Grab this entire piece, make sure that it's looped, grab it, bring it on over. And there you have it, a way to randomize effects in Ableton Live.